Welcome to the new Western Financials and Grants. This short video will highlight some of the features you can expect beginning November 23rd. Your view will be based on your access and roles. When logging into Western Financials and Grants, you will land on the Western Financials homepage. Depending on your access and roles, you will see some or all of the tiles displayed here. All users will have access to the tiles outlined in green, while users responsible for approving expenses, PERs, or online forms will also have the tiles outlined in blue. Users with a professional expense or PER allocation will also have the tile in orange. Homepage, dashboard, and tile-based navigation. Most of the pages you use to complete your Western Financials and Grants activities have not changed, but the way you access them is no longer through the classic main menu or breadcrumb navigation, but rather through home pages, dashboards, and tiles. A home page and a dashboard are essentially the same, a collection of tiles that relate to a common purpose, role, or business process. Home pages are found in the drop-down menu on the top banner. Examples include the Western Financials homepage, which is available to all users, Rolla and Research Financials, for users with research-related tasks, and Financials and Reporting, for users with access to inquire on the general ledger or to create billing invoices. Home pages may also be accessed by swiping left or right when logged in on your tablet or phone. A dashboard is accessed through a tile and provides the user with back button navigation to return to the last page or the home page from which it was launched. A tile is simply a link that contains a dashboard, a page, a query, or a collection of related pages or queries. For example, a financial administrator may see the following view of the Financials and Reporting homepage, which includes links or tiles to collections of pages, queries, and a dashboard. The tiles in green are collections of pages. For example, if we click on the journal entry tile, we will see a collection of pages that all relate to journal entries. The highlighted tab allows you to expand and contract the left-hand panel, providing you with more workspace on the page if needed. The tile in blue contains a collection of queries on the general ledger. Again, the highlighted tab can contract the left panel to maximize workspace. Clicking on the arrows will open and close the folders that contain the queries. The orange tile points to our billing and receivables dashboard, which in itself contains its own set of tiles. You will need to take some time to explore and familiarize yourself with the new Western Financials and Grants user interface to understand what is behind the tiles on your home pages and dashboards. Because the intent of the change is to group related content together based on a common purpose, role, or business process, we are confident that navigation will be intuitive once you're comfortable with your new view. And if you get lost, just remember, when in doubt, click Home to get out. Clicking on the Home button on the banner at the top of your screen will return you to the Western Financials homepage where you can reorient yourself. Notices. Notices will be posted on the Western Financials homepage, as well as the expense reimbursement and PER dashboards. These notices will allow financial services to provide users with important information, such as year-end deadlines, new functionality, or updates to procedures. Navbar, home of My Favorites and Quick Tiles. If you used My Favorites to access pages in the current Western Financials and Grants, not to worry, they're still here. My Favorites can be found in the Navbar, located in the right corner of the banner along the top of your screen. Quick tiles are also found in the Navbar. A quick tile is essentially a favorite for the tiles that you access frequently. Here, the user has added a quick tile for their approvals and the PER and the billing and receivables dashboards. If we click on the Billing Receivables tile, we can see that the dashboard is launched immediately from the nav bar without having to navigate through the Financials and Reporting homepage. Online forms. Several paper forms have been converted to online forms that may be completed, submitted, and approved all within Western Financials and Grants. The tile containing all forms is located on the Western Financials homepage. Folders in the tile contain the converted forms, which are identified by the ONL notation at the end of the form name. Fluid expenses, approvals, forms, and PERs. Expenses, approvals, PERs, and online forms have been redelivered using a fluid format, meaning that the fields on the page will shift or display in an appropriate way based on whether you are using a desktop, laptop, tablet, or phone. Let's look at how an expense report and an online form will look when viewed on a desktop or laptop versus a phone. We'll launch the expense reimbursement dashboard from the Western Financials homepage. Then click on the Expense Reports tile. And finally, click on the Create Expense Report button. Notice how the fields shift to display in a user-friendly way when viewing on a smaller screen. Let's click Home to get out, which will return us quickly to the Western Financials homepage, where we can access the Forms tile. Taking a look at the Access to GL journal entry form, we can again see how the fields render on a desktop versus a phone, making it easy for the user to complete regardless of the device used. Dynamic tiles. Certain tiles will highlight transactions that require your action or simply provide you with information that you might find useful. For example, on the Professional Expenses dashboard, the My PER Claims tile displays the user's remaining available balance for the calendar year. If we navigate over to the Rolla and Research Financials homepage, the Approved Proposals tile will display a count of any proposals waiting for the user's approval. Moving over to the Billing and Receivables tile, this will launch the Billing and Receivables dashboard. The left tile indicates to the user that they've created 2 bills, but they've yet to be invoiced, while the right tile shows that 9 of the invoices in the user's billing unit are past 120 days outstanding. Attachments. Users now have the ability to attach supporting documentation to expense reports, travel advances, PER claims, and online forms. Most document types may be uploaded, including PDFs, images, Word, and Excel files. Help, FAQs and training. We know that this is a lot of information to take in, but not to worry. On the Western Financials homepage, the Help tile will provide training and answers to frequently asked questions about the various modules within Western Financials and Grants. For example, how do I delegate my approvals while I'm away? We've also included help and FAQs where you need it most, when you're performing a task. If we navigate over to the Rolla and Research Financials homepage, the Research Statement tile includes help and FAQs right in the tile that provide assistance if needed for casual users who will be performing these functions infrequently or for the first time. This concludes our brief overview of what to expect from the new Western Financials and Grants. For any questions or comments, please contact Financial Information Systems at finsys@uwo.ca.